Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a very special Intel After Dark. By the way, we saw that comment and we were like, yes, this is such a great name for the Intel Late at Night, because we actually have, Alex, it's kind of this weird time that we're coming into with Intel shows, right? Because we have this one that's at like 6, and then the next one is like really kind of early in the morning on Tuesday or on Wednesday morning, East Coast. I mean, here in the United States, right?
Yes. So this one is at 6 West Coast, and then the next one is really early for the people who are here in the West Coast. You and I are going to be somewhere else, though.
Yes. So it's 11 a.m. So just mark your calendars. It's 11 a.m. On Wednesday. What is Wednesday that date, Sarah? Well, that's I completely spaced. What is Wednesday next week? No, it's 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the 4th. The 4th.
Yeah, Wednesday the 4th. That's right. Wednesday the 4th, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's back to Intel Morning Show essentially, right? And we're going to be covering all of the cool Intel news from the fine folks over at Computex. Plus, we're going to be giving away a PC in partnership with Be Quiet. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer show. And it's going to be at 11 p.m. in Taipei. 11 p.m. until 2 a.m. Yeah.
Yes. You know, we're going back to our morning show croissant roots. Well, for the people
he did it! I already had mine lined up too. Dang it. But yeah, hopefully you guys have grabbed your late night Starbucks croissant and you guys are ready for a great show today, because we actually have a really, really awesome show and I'm really, really excited about it. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun. It's not gonna be Friday, it's gonna be Wednesday. It's like 2 Wednesdays. Funny enough, it's like Wednesday and then 2 weeks from Wednesday, but instead of this time, early in the morning. That's how is that not easy to remember, right?
Oh yeah.
We'll put it all in Discord for you guys.
We made that completely and completely unnecessarily complicated, but it's gonna make a lot of sense. But super good to have you guys here. Alex, you do not seem to be in your usual place, my friend.
No, I am in my secret lair.
Wow, really? Is it like in a volcano? Like, tell me about your secret lair. And is this part of what Sarah has promised us and yet has delivered?
Yeah, so this is the basement in which I record all my evil videos before I publish them on my evil social media.
It doesn't look evil though. It looks like Newegg, like 50s retro.
Yeah. No, I'm actually in Santa Clara. There's a lot of stuff going on here at Intel as we're going to get ready for Computex and a lot of announcements. So there's a lot of stuff going on right here. So I am down here getting ready, getting a lot of material that we're going to share with you guys about all the new things and all the new releases and launches that are going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So that's why I'm not at my home. That's why I'm here in this amazing evil lair.
Oh, okay. You're evil. I like how it always has to be evil. Ever since, okay, I think, honestly, Sarah, we may have to ground Alex from ever playing, like, Dead by Daylight ever again. Because ever since he went, like, murder, serial killer, like, that vibe just has never gone away.
The problem was we talked about the game the other day, and so I think this has really been just, like, stuck, and yeah.
It's just not
getting better. Well, you said you're going to bring it back, so I got real excited.
I think we unlocked something, guys. We just have to figure out how to put the genie back in the bottle.
Apparently we did. We did something that I don't really know what we're going to do about it, but you know what? If you guys are here for it, that's all that really matters. But it's super good to have you guys here. We have a really, really good show for you today. Really excited about it. We've done a couple, like, we did a desktop thing. In fact, actually, it's sitting right back behind me. I don't know if you noticed that, Sarah, but we have the BTF 14700 build just kind of sitting back here. But today we're back and we're going to talk about a laptop. And this one, you know, it's funny. I've probably spent more time with this Lenovo. This is the Legion Pro 5i. We're going to open it up. We got more benchmarks. We're going to tell you guys all about it and all that sort of fun stuff as well. But I've spent a lot of time with this laptop. And if you're looking for a really good, honestly, like a really good, like travel gaming laptop that's not too flourish, but just performs and looks sleek, this may be one that you need to pay attention to. And we'll have some links and know more about that. And then we've also got interesting gaming news. We're going to talk a little bit more about pastries. What else is on the agenda, Alex? Anything else?
So besides croissants, we have a couple news that we're going to cover. I don't know if you want to start with that. So we got those. Oh, yes. And we're going to play Homeworld 3, which is a pretty cool game that I was able to play for a couple of hours. But because I forgot my mouse next to my croissant at home, Robey's going to do that. But the good idea is, even though I am traveling, I am going to do some little cosplay, not too complex, but something for you guys. So, you know.
And you know what? I feel really bad, Alex, because, yeah, you're right. I completely spaced on the fact that we're playing Homeworld. And if you've never heard of Homeworld, so Homeworld is like, Homeworld was honestly like, it was like an earth-shattering title that came out from Relic Entertainment, which I don't know if you guys know anything about Relic, but Relic is now the developers behind the new Age of Empires 4 from the fine folks over at Microsoft. I got the part, they were one of the last games I shipped in my time over there. But they did the game, Relic Entertainment did the original Homeworld and Homeworld 2, and then Gearbox, in partnership with another studio, actually just released Homeworld 3. So for me, this is like such a return to nostalgia. And I am so sorry that I forgot to mention that we were going to play Homeworld today. I feel like that's a huge miss. So Alex, it was totally worth you being on the show just for that.
I got your back like croissants in the morning. Don't worry.
Dude, I don't know, man. Anytime that we can get croissants together, I mean, it is a thing. Guys, I just want to let you know that any partnership begins with croissants, if you know what I mean. Right? Isn't that right, Sarah?
I feel like this has turned into just... Can anybody guess the pre-stream bet we made here?
We have a little bet going on.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, why don't we, it's the word of the day, guys. The word of the day is how many times can we naturally get it? We're not going to do it too much because we're not going to ruin the show. But luckily, we have a good time when we basically get to host this show. I mean, if we were, I'm really happy that we're not those people, you know what I mean, who like, can't like have a good time while also basically getting through and having a fun time here at work. So I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. You know, we'll send some free croissants just to celebrate. But on to gaming news, and this one is actually really cool. You know, I don't know if you paid attention last week or not, Alex, but a little game that we played called Ghost of Tsushima basically is doing very, very well. In fact, it was like what does it say? The game just became the biggest single PlayStation game to debut on Steam platform, even surpassing God of War. Now, I still have to laugh because that little bar to the left is Helldivers 2. And wow. I mean, you know, wow, that's pretty amazing to see. And you know what, I have to say, I noticed that it's always right after we play it, Alex, that then they make these announcements. So
obviously, they're waiting for us.
Are we responsible?
We are definitely responsible.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm really excited about that. Congratulations to the team over at Sucker Punch. They made a beautiful game. All in all, like even with the time we got to play it, I know that actually, Sarah, you ended up spending your own money on it, yeah?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. And not a regret, right?
No, not at all. It's absolutely stunning.
It'd be a more curious question. If you were regretting it, would you tell us?
Put her on the spot.
I would like to say yes. I would like to say, yeah, we're open and honest here.
If you don't know, she is a very honest person, and she like definitely keeps us going. But sometimes it's just fun to push buttons. We do that with Alex for sure as well. But yeah, speaking of push buttons, somebody who's saying you're not going to push my next game's buttons for a while is Stardew Creator, who won't rush Haunted Chocolatier because he says I better have a good game and a delayed game than a bad game. And if you guys, Alex, I don't know if you've read this. There's a great book. You and I were talking about it. We actually recommended reading it to Sarah. Not reading it to Sarah. Having Sarah read it. It's 6 o'clock, guys. Sorry. And it's you want to talk a little bit about that game, that book? Have you had a chance to read it?
Well, let me get the title right. Is games.
Blood, Sweat, and Pixels.
Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. There we go. Yeah, it's a great story about pretty much about him, how he started this whole game and how he developed it. So it's a pretty cool, pretty interesting story about that.
Yeah, And if you guys haven't got a chance, definitely worth reading. It's a very fast read, absolutely amazing story. But if you don't know anything about Stardew Valley, it's essentially made by one dude, one person made that game, art, everything, and it took forever. And it's just a cool story about somebody who was just very passionate about something, and it was all about taking his time. So to have him say that he won't rush Haunted Chocolatier, no surprise. He's a person who, you know, just really believes in making something amazing, and I think it's cool to see that he's holding the line. To be honest, it's not like the dude is hurting for money or anything like that either, because I mean, he did very well with Stardew Valley. And you have played Stardew Valley, have you not, Alex?
I think we didn't we? I think we did.
We haven't played it on stream.
Yeah,
Okay,
but have you played it in real life? Or sorry, outside of the stream?
Yes, I played outside of the stream. It's a fun little game.
Yeah, and then Sarah, you just recently started it, yeah?
I did, and I got into it a little bit, but guys, I had to go back. I have to finish Dave the Diver. So, but it is on my list of cozy games for sure.
And on top of that, rumor is based on, well, it's not really a rumor because you told us about this a couple nights ago. You were playing Dave the Diver on the Claw, right? So how's the experience been on the MSI Claw?
Oh, it's been so much fun. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be my travel companion as I head out to IEM Dallas here next week. So I'm very excited to get some good gameplay in on the Claw.
And then we're going to have some people joining us. You guys are going to have some folks here in the audience and others who are going to be joining you hanging out in IEM Dallas too, right? So
yeah.
And if
look out for those of you that have expressed interest in tickets. I'm reaching out to you probably tomorrow. So we did not get enough tickets for everybody that had requested, but I'm hoping that we're going to have a great crowd there for next weekend.
I think it's going to be awesome. And then you got Noisy Butters and Nothing joining you, right?
It's actually going to be Nothing and who else do we have? We've got a couple of influencers coming. Maddie K is going to stop by the booth.
Okay.
So yeah,
it should be a good show. It's going to be a really good show. Going to be a good time.
Really good time.
And is this going to be, if people want to follow along, can they do so just hanging out on Intel Gaming Instagram? Like, where do they get the updates? Where can they, are you going to like wear a body cam? Like, what's the deal? Like, how are we getting to, how are we doing this?
I'm probably not walking around with a gimbal, but there will be a lot of updates on our Discord, as well as check out our socials. And I'll double check, but I imagine a lot of the matches are also going to be streamed on our Intel Twitch channel.
Okay, awesome. That should be awesome. And then if you do win a ticket, just so you know, the cool thing is that you'll be able to pick up your tickets from Starbucks, and it comes with a free croissant, right, Alex?
2.
Number 17.
Number 17. Speaking of not number 17, but June 9th, it's video game show season, is it not, Alex? What's happening on June 9th, do you know?
Yes, on June 9th, PC Gaming Show returns, and it has returns to all the different streams. It returns to Twitch, YouTube, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to see that come back, and it's going to be, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's been a while, kind of waiting for that to come back.
It is going to be, let's just be honest, it is going to be a really interesting year, because I know something that we've been talking about over the last little while has just been a lot of the layoffs, and we've seen a lot of the games that had almost like this really filled ecosystem of game devs, and now that we're looking at the other side, this is kind of the first time that people are starting to look into holiday season and wondering what games are coming out and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be, honestly, show season. PC Game Show, Xbox Showcase, PlayStation Showcase, Nintendo Direct. This is where we're hoping to see the Nintendo Switch, all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of things that people are anticipating to kind of see what the holiday is going to basically end up like. So, any thoughts, Alex? What are you expecting?
I think I'm expecting like a busy year, just like we had last year, which was so many good games that we that launched last year, right? We had Baldur's Gate. We had so many good things.
Oh, and such a good game.
And this year, I think we're for a treat. I think we're just going to see a lot of cool things out there. So far we're playing a lot of really fun games. We just played Ghost of Tsushima, and we played all many others that were pretty awesome. So it's not been a bad year after all for when it comes to gaming. So excited to see what the gaming season and the end of the year brings with all this. So it should be pretty cool.
It says, so Fiskio, if I'm sorry if I mispronounced, you said, Robey, did you hear about the Microsoft guy trying to buy Nintendo and Valve? Unfortunately, they denied my application to purchase both of them, you know, so, you mean a different Microsoft guy. Actually, I haven't. I don't know, have either of you guys heard about some Microsoft guy buying,
No.
No, I did not hear that. So we'll have to look into that. Maybe that'll be something else. 16 billion. That's chump change. You know what I mean? That's Alex's cosplay budget here on the show.
Yeah, especially after last week's. That just got us over the edge. That all the special effects for that, it was the production. It was pretty intense and pretty costly, but we got there. We got the budget.
Rumor has, when we play Star Wars Outlaws, we're actually going to be doing it on a replica of her starship. So really excited about that. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
What is happening? What? Did the wheels just fall off? What is happening?
You know what? We can dream, right? That's what we can do. We can totally dream. Speaking of dreaming about my worst nightmares, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Eldtree, the story trailer came out. Let's go ahead and turn down the music, turn down the lights, and let's take a dive into the very hard, very difficult world of Elden Ring. This is super awkward because it's playing no music. Sorry guys, we know that it's not playing any sound, so not really sure why. I'm working on it. It was all working before, and then I think all the croissant jokes basically just decided, you know what, we're not gonna have you work. Let me see if I can. Yeah, no, it's set right. So anyway, well, let's just, we're not gonna do a My Movie. Let's just go back to the thing. It's a missed opportunity now. Elden Ring story trailer's out. I thought it'd be a really cool thing to kind of show. Apparently, it's decided it's not going to show. I think, honestly, Sarah, you jinxed it. Because you said...
I jinxed it.
Yeah, because you said, I don't know if we would have shown the whole thing. It's kind of long, right? Not in a bad way, you know, but you were just thinking about time and everything like that. And then I went to play and it didn't work.
Remember Navi?
Oh. I don't remember that being my issue. I don't think Navi came from my system.
Oh man.
Oh, yes, it did, because you said and now we won't have any sound issues.
I could have hummed music with it, but it would have pretty much been like, hit die, hunter hit die, hit die. that's how Alex and I get to play. Elden Ring. So I don't know if you guys remember when we played that a long time ago, and we did a competition about who could live the longest. It was pretty pitiful. It was pitiful in both cases. So, yeah.
To me, that was like golf. The lower the time is the winner. So I think I won that one.
Yeah.
But it's still an amazing game. And I know everybody's excited to kind of get a look at it, and excited that we might be able to play it in the near future.
Oh, and I would not disagree. It's one of those games that, I don't know, it would be interesting. Like, somebody was asking me, when I think it was at QuakeCon or whatever, because it was like, it had just come out and they'd seen me do a couple streams. They're like, what would it take for you to put in the effort to actually beat that game? And you know what? I put that question to the two of you, Alex and Sarah. If somebody said, you need to, what would it take to sit there and have you, take the time and, to learn and play and beat that game? What do you think, Alex?
I think I gotta be brutally honest. You'd probably have to take 2 weeks of vacation to dedicate to that, and then I'm gonna need like a guide. Because the problem for me is I go there and I'm like, I'm so happy. I'm gonna go kill the bad guy, and the bad guy is level 2,100, and I'm 0.5, and he just goes because I don't know where to go, right? So I love the game, looks great. I guess I need to spend a lot of time to make sure it's go here, go there, and go all this stuff. But yeah, it definitely I'll need to take 2 weeks off to at least get somewhere. I don't know if to finish it, but yeah.
So Sergeant Nobody says, I have 370 hours in the game and he still hasn't finished it. Man, I don't know.
Is he going for like 100%?
I don't know. That's crazy. What's going on? Somebody said somebody says is Yoshi saying there's a knobby issue. What was the knobby thing? So we're just trying to understand if there's actually a sound issue. But Sarah, what about you? What would it take for you to sit down and finish Elden Ring?
See, I got to be honest about my gaming skills, guys.
Okay.
And so I think there's games that I play, and then there's games that I love to watch.
Okay.
And Elden Ring is in one of those categories that I just get so much more enjoyment of watching other people play. So it's really hard. It's a little above my skill level. So I would put that and we've seen some amazing Elden Ring gameplay. I mean, do you remember who was the gal who played it on a DDR mat?
Yeah, start with I just forgot gosh darn it. I knew you were gonna ask me, and then my mind went blank. That literally was gonna say it. And she is awesome. In fact, she has done it on a lot of different games, and and the other two is she's done it with like a speaker and like a dance pad and like all this other stuff. And so you're absolutely right. And then there's been the other two who we actually, I'm expecting to probably see him again. We did a couple mod workshop builds with them who are literally their speed runners for
yes, I was going to tell you. The speedrunners for Elden Rings, I was so impressed. And he's like, and now we're going to the final boss. I was like, damn, that was fast.
It's such a beautiful game, and it's one of those that I just appreciate those that are really, really good at it.
No, it wasn't Mika. It wasn't Miss Mika. No, I'm trying to remember. But no, I'm trying to remember what it was. You know what my favorite challenge that they did, Sarah, was? They actually did it while eating a croissant.
Did they now? One-handed?
One-handed.
Hey, Alex, there is a lot of questions in chat about your shirt.
Oh yes.
Do you want to tell folks about your shirt?
It's a nice black t-shirt, cotton made, very comfortable. I'm kidding. So this is the 8080, so celebrating 50 years. So this is the second processor that Intel launched 50 years ago of April 1974. And it was called the 8080. I think it was running at top speed of 2 megahertz. So
wow.
A long way. So it's one of the first designs, and it was an integrated circuit. And I'm today in the headquarters here in Silicon Valley in Santa Clara at the Intel. And I was walking out to come and do the live stream, and I run past the Intel store that you can actually go in if you're here. And I saw it, like, oh, that's a really cool shirt. I need to get it. I'm going to wear it. And I grabbed it. I thought it was pretty cool because, 8080 not only is it's celebrating 50 years, but it's kind of those things if you know, you know. So it's a pretty sweet shirt.
And I get mine. You're bringing one for me, yeah?
Yeah, I can actually go get you one.
Okay. Oh, see how that worked? Okay, so here's a question. We're going to do a poll right now. We're going to get everybody ready. Poll. What was your first CPU, the first PC CPU you had? So when you had your first PC CPU, what was it? We're going to date some folks. What about you, Alex? Do you remember what was your first one?
I know what computer was. I need to go figure out what processor was because I wasn't that.
Okay, so mine was an 8286. Mine was an 8286 SX12 from Packard Bell. That was my first PC. Sarah, do you remember?
I don't. I could tell you the year I got my first computer. I can tell you it was an IBM, but I couldn't tell you what the processor was.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now because you're just gonna really date myself.
I love it. Look at all these such 186. Wow. So that was even before me. Dude, AliEx says a 14900K. Yep. Somebody's been spoiled. just like a
bunch of you guys. So the guest user 17, my first processor was the 6502 microprocessor from the Apple II Plus.
Dude, somebody had an SX12 just like me. MP option, basically rocking it. The same PC. My first PC was also the same one. Mine was a Packard Bell. Somebody, Riddick says, I remember it had a green screen. Guys, so I want to
all of them had green screens.
My first ever, so my when I went back to my grandparents' house, my grandparents were so on the edge with technology. They actually had an OG Pong system, and the way you traded, you changed games, is you took this plastic sheet and put it on the TV. So you'd be like, I'm playing table tennis, I'm playing tennis, I'm playing, and that's the way you switched the cartridges. It was like this plastic thing that you put on the TV. I was like, what is, like, it was crazy. So yeah, no, not a cartridge, it was literally just a film to switch the game. So pretty crazy. I love it. I love seeing all this history, which is awesome. Okay, last story before we get into talking about the tech of the week. Something big is coming up in Paris, the land of croissants. Am I right? The land of croissants. We have Intel. You guys, it was all reading up to this, I promise. Intel, sponsor for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. And we're just getting people stoked because I don't know if people know this. This has been something that Intel's been a sponsor for quite some time. But you know who has all the details? Sarah.
And go.
So I've been watching this for a while because I'm a big watcher of the Olympics, both winter and summer, and Intel has had this partnership. So we can link here if you guys want to know more, but there's actually some really interesting stuff we've been doing with athletes as far as doing some tracking of data as they're training. So we've had some Olympic athletes come out to our headquarters or come out to our facilities in Arizona. A couple of, I think it was Winter Olympics, the last one. We've done some drone shows. We've done some other analytics as far as like jump heights for the long jump in the Winter Olympics. So definitely look out for all of those added things, offering 5G network, at the Olympics, those types of things. So all of the details, we can link it, but it's actually really cool. So Intel is not only a sponsor with the Olympics, but also the Paralympics. So both of those things are coming up. So if you're a big fan and want to watch those, look out for Intel.
And then rumor is, guys, so during the opening ceremonies, right in the center of Olympic Stadium, we will be doing an Intel Live episode during the ceremony where they come out with all the flags. So really excited about that. Both just me and Alex sitting in the middle, no context for anybody in the middle of the stadium.
Whoa.
Really excited to see what people are like. Who are those two dudes sitting in the middle of the field just talking to no one?
Oh, you guys are silly.
That would be the best, would it not? I have to say, that would be absolutely the best to just sit there and be in the middle. Who, can I get a raise of hand? Who would watch that show? Just literally two tech nerds in the middle of, like, with all these like next level athletes. Well, Alex is actually pretty much a next level athlete. So like one not next level athlete and Alex chilling in the middle of the thing, just basically chatting and talking about tech in the middle. Okay, good. So we got, I mean, how many do we have? How many likes do we have to have, Sarah, to actually make this happen? Let's get a goal.
I'm still enjoying the Intel Croissant show. Let's go. Pretty sure croissants have just taken over the stream at this point.
Oh, man. Only if you're eating chili dogs, Gleam Bite says. If we're like sitting in the middle eating chili dogs. Oh, man. And Robeycat's got to be there. Robeycat will always be there, right? For sure. I mean, that's just a given. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much. I really enjoyed. We went a little too long on our news section, but it's okay. I'm actually very, very excited about what we're going to talk about next. And that is the Lenovo Legion 5i. Absolutely incredible. The Lenovo Legion PRO 5i. Absolutely incredible laptop. And I'm going to hand it over to Alex, who's going to give us some of the details on this really awesome laptop we're going to get ready to walk through.
All right, so the Lenovo Legion has a 14th gen processor, the Core i9-14900HX. It also has an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070.
You just dated yourself, buddy.
I know. It's the shirt. I'm gonna blame it on the shirt.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
It comes with a 60 gigabyte DDR5 set at 5600 mega transfers per second. It also comes with a 1 terabyte SSD with M.2. It's a 16-inch book and also has with a screen of 240 hertz and also an AC adapter for 230 watts. It's a beautiful, beautiful system. It has a bunch of AIOs that Robey will definitely cover. I mean, it comes with USB-C 3, USB-C-A, HDMI. It has an SD card reader, which is pretty cool if you are a content creator like for Robey and I that are running around with cameras and SD cards. It comes really handy. So it is a beautiful system. It is beautifully built, and I mean, Robey was talking about it. Like, if you wanted something that is very well balanced for gaming and taking around with you, this is the system kind of you're looking for.
It's, I mean, again, we'll actually go ahead and jump down here. We'll drop the top down here real quick. So this is take a look at the laptop. So again, I kind of talked about it's pretty unassuming, but one of the things I actually just really love about the Legion Go laptops is they're still very classy looking versus I think some of the more standard gaming laptops. So you got the nice Legion on the right hand side. It's got the Lenovo logo. The other two I actually really like is that back here this lights up, so it actually shows you where the network cable, the network port is, which again is just a full port. It's none of that fold down business. You can just plug it directly in. You've got USB-C that also basically works for your display. You got HDMI, you've got 2 USB-A, and then you've also got a power as well. On the left-hand side, you got USB-A and another USB-C, and then finally you have a USB-A. You have a camera. This is your camera shutter, which is actually pretty crazy. And then you also have your combo mic and headphone jack. On the bottom, on the back side, you can actually see that we have essentially these foot pads that allow you to basically have it elevated. So if you have it on your lap or you put it on, like a table or even something like a soft surface like this, you are going to get some elevation so it can breathe. We'll show you temps and benchmarks and all that stuff here in a bit, but for the most part, you still get quite a bit of room. And then on the inside, the screen is actually 16 inches. It's 2560 by 1600. It's an IPS display. You have the option of either 240 hertz or 165 hertz. And then for the most part, the screen itself, great colors. And then the other two is that you also have a really good sound array for gaming and all that sort of stuff. So I've actually spent probably about 3 hours playing Homeworld on this. And then for the most part, it's one of those things. And I think, Alex, you would agree. You can always tell if you have a good gaming laptop when you have, like I was sitting down at my kitchen and I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend some time with this laptop just to kind of get a feel of it. And right in my living room, I have a 14900K system connected to an OLED, and then upstairs I have a beautiful gaming rig and all that sort of stuff. But yet I still sat downstairs, even if I didn't have to, and continued to play on it because the experience was actually pretty good in terms of playing. The gaming volume, like the sound of the speakers, totally out was louder than that of basically the sound of the fans, etc. So a lot to just really kind of be happy with as you're kind of playing with this laptop. Now, before we get into benchmarks and stuff like that, you guys always like it when we basically tear it apart, so we're going to do that here in a second. But I just want to make sure that we see any other questions. But wouldn't you agree, Alex, that's usually a good sign of a good laptop when you can play on it and not be completely okay doing it for hours at a time?
It's great because, like you said, it was so immersive that you didn't have to go back to your big systems. Like, oh, I'm just happy with this laptop. I'm just stay here and play. And that's what that's what you and I do a lot. Is we just bring. It's interesting because we're bringing a laptop, and I'll bring the claw. And like for the example, in the airplane, I'll be playing with the claw. But once we reach the destination, it's like, all right, let me bust out the laptop and let's go playing some games. And you can just. For example, I had a problem. Long story that Robey actually knows about it. I had a problem with my desktop.
That's right. Yes. Oh, I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was having an issue with my desktop, and then so I couldn't play because it was stable for so many reasons. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab a laptop, and I grabbed the laptop, and I was like, there's no need to. I mean, I love both of them, but yeah, it was a great experience to have both, to have that option. I mean, right now they're so powerful that that they have that experience, great experience for both of them.
And then I think the other thing too is somebody had said that I saw going in there is that somebody said, I was really amazed that you get good sound from a laptop. But I will tell you, I would say that there's almost been a renaissance in this last round. I'd say since last year, really with some of the 13900HX laptops, even the Meteor Lake laptops, with the quality of sound that you get out of speakers in laptops, right? Just how much power can be driven from just such small speakers, and then the quality. And honestly, I'll say Dolby Atmos has really kind of changed how much, almost how good spatial audio is coming off of a laptop. And this one is no exception.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, overall, like actually, right now I'm listening through the speakers, and it's great, and it's just beautiful. So they have come a long way when it comes to laptop speakers.
And so, and it's funny because Gleambyte says sound is pretty important in a few games, and I would absolutely agree. And so I would say sound even in this game that you guys are going to see playing Homeworld. I mean, there's a lot of communication that happens via the AI and stuff like that, the other computers. So if you don't have good audio, it could actually ruin your gameplay experience. So I'd say that there are more than a few games that actually it ends up being really, really important in, for sure. Wouldn't you agree, Alex?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's more than a couple of games. There's a bunch of games that you definitely need audio, especially if you're playing like first-person shooters or anything related like that. You definitely want to know where that person is, like as in the walking the steps. You want to be really. It's one more. I mean, one of your senses that it can actually help you know where that other person is and keep you alive and take advantage of that. So yeah, sound is very, very important. Or like, we were playing that game last year, Hi-Fi Rush. It's all about, I mean, sound was very important because you have to go to the beat. So there's a lot of games out there that are definitely sound related, or you want to keep have a really good sound system.
And so it's like you're absolutely right. The other thing too is that screen. I think screen, and then just the appropriate mix of having the right GPU plus the right CPU. And the as a mix with the screen. And that's one of the other things too, is that when we look at certain laptops, and all the ones we've kind of covered, the RG Strix, this Lenovo Legion, all of those have had a really good combination of CPU and GPUs in terms of pushing the screen. So at 2560 by 1600, your 4070 and your 14900 HX are going to be a great combination for pushing this screen and for being able to push it for a long period of time. So, sorry guys, just getting the last little bit of this up. Takes a little bit of work here.
No worries. Robey, they're saying like, are you using your guitar pick for that?
No, this is actually part of the iFixit kit. So it's like a little plastic thing that helps you kind of, without breaking the clasps, you just use it to kind of separate electronics. There's a couple things that we use for that, so it's not a guitar pick. Oh, that's why. I was like, something's not coming out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, it's interesting because
this is why you use a tool and not just be crazy. There you go. Okay.
Pandarian Gray says like, if you're a pro, you can do this with a flathead screwdriver, which is like, oof,
not a good idea. That's how you get dings and stuff in the back of, or like like you basically deform kind of the back of your laptop. I definitely say using a toolkit like iFixit to help do the separation and stuff like that is going to save you from breaking your stuff. So here is the inside of the laptop. So again, you already got a good idea. We talked about this with Alex. So here you can actually see we have a battery here. In terms of this one is basically 80 watts, 80 watt hour, 82 milliamp. So I guess what it's saying is about 8 hours from a Netflix standpoint. Gaming wise, you're going to be looking at closer to 2 hours in general. For your RAM, you can actually get to it. It's just right under here under this middle box. So you have 2 DIMMs, which means you can go up to 64 gigs of DDR5. This is DDR5 at 5600 megahertz. And then these are just standard SODIMMs. So it's actually pretty easy to do upgrades in that way. The other thing that was actually super interesting is that, and I don't know if you've seen this, Alex, but they actually have metal shields over both of the NVMe drives. So these are Gen 4 NVMe drives, but on each one of them, they actually included heat sinks. So even for the secondary NVMe, you're going to be able to get that thermal pad and be able to maximize performance. So all you do is just remove that. And then you basically see here, you have another 2280 NVMe drive that you can actually add yourself in this location. And then the other thing too that they're talking about, and I don't remember the name, I think, I don't know if you know at the top of your head, Sarah, the cooling, they have a special name for their cooling system, but you guys will show you volume and all that stuff afterwards, but volume-wise, it's actually not too terribly loud, and then it does a really good job, especially when you run it in their balance profile, of keeping the temps of the CPU in the 80s, which has been really good for keeping the overall volume down of the system, so you can enjoy it for consuming, eating a croissant at your local coffee shop while playing games or doing email, or like basically playing games in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they call it the Legion Cold Front Hyper.
There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, that's just kind of the system in general, and we can zoom in here a little bit just to show you a little bit more. But again, you've got your one M.2 right here, your SODIMMs right here in the center, and then you can see here on the other side your Wi-Fi 6 card. Plus, you also have your second NVMe. Now, I don't know. I was going to ask you this question, Alex. I don't know if you know the answer to this, but if you were to replace this, I think this is a Wi-Fi 6 NVMe. But if you were to replace this, could you replace this with a Wi-Fi 7 NVMe card, like that? Or
yeah.
Do you know? Okay.
Yeah, you should be able to drop a Wi-Fi 7 in there. Just make sure that the thing that is really delicate about that is those antennas. Man,
Yeah.
those are so if you just gotta be careful with those antennas. But yeah, you can replace that with a Wi-Fi 7, which shouldn't be. Yeah, it's not that difficult to do. It's just like it's an M.2 slot. So just put it in there.
Yeah, and that's the good thing is like, given that you have a 14900 HX, right? Like, that's one of the benefits of using a 14900 is that you also get access to Wi-Fi 7 on certain motherboards, etc. Okay, so we're gonna get this all put back together, and then we'll do some benchmarks here, guys.
Wait, what's that underneath that?
Right here?
Yeah. Oh, that's a croissant. Never mind.
That's a croissant. Yeah, it's I like to hide them in my laptops because that's always like, a key part of just being able to get to enjoy it.
Save your snack for later.
Yeah, you could actually, yes. And the only two is because one of the things that Lenovo added as part of their, what is it, Legion cooling? Is that what it's called?
Legion Cold Front Hyper.
Yeah, because of their Legion Cold Front Hyper is they actually set these to be the perfect height to heat croissants, right? So it's like, again, for warming up your croissant in the morning while doing email, that's why they have them in this pattern. I don't know if you knew that there, Sarah.
It's actually interesting because both the fans are spinning in opposite direction. So it means the cooler is guided inward through the central hyper chamber. So there's actually something kind of interesting. Like, do you guys ever, when you're playing games on your laptop, do you ever find that like the hot air is blowing onto your hand? So this was something with this new innovative cooling that they were avoiding. So. I'll joke aside. This is a really cool cooling technology.
Nice, yeah. And then you guys will see, because I ran a bunch of benchmarks on it last night. You guys will actually see when we actually test this, how it translates to actual performance as well. And then to replace the, you just basically snap it all back on. So it's definitely one of the easier ones to get inside of and basically do the upgrades. It just took some figuring out in terms of where to get access to put your guitar pick, as you guys call it, your tool. But once you basically get the tool, this is the second time that I kind of took it apart. Pretty straightforward in terms of that. So you don't have to some laptops we've said that we've worked with, we said, hey, if you're really going to upgrade this, and Alex, I think you could say this too, it's like you should take it to a professional because it's really tricky to actually open. And you've had a couple of those, yeah?
Yeah, it has some very tricky. There can be very complicated. Some, especially when the back end is kind of part of the one whole piece. I learned by experience. Unfortunately, I actually broke a couple of lips. No big deal. Still came back on, but you don't want to do that with your laptop. This is very precious, and you sacrifice your piggy bank for this. So
we always like to share with you, like, if we feel like, hey, this is something, if you're going to do this upgrade, we try to warn you in advance. Is like, hey, don't do this, or take this to a professional to have it opened up or whatever it was, because we don't want you to have to, this is, it's a $1,600 laptop, not something that you necessarily want to break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, completely agree. Actually, one of the things I like about this guy, and actually it was mentioned in the chat earlier, is like they are very generous with the USB-As.
Yeah, they are.
Which I kind of run into that problem earlier today.
Yeah,
I'm like,
especially as a
wait.
content creator, right?
Yeah, I was like, wait, I only got three, and two of them are USB-Cs. Because a lot of things haven't transitioned yet fully to USB-C. So it's like, everything is USB-A.
And the good thing is for fingerprints, again, all you have to do is use a microfiber cloth, and then a lot of the fingerprints and stuff come right off, which is one of the things I've noticed. Even if you just get it a little wet and wipe it down, it'll actually clean off pretty nicely. Okay, so let's get into the benchmark portion of this. We got some benchmarks and stuff to basically show you. Yay, okay. So, and then we'll go from there. So let me, but I know one thing that you guys always like to know before we turn it on is just how big is the brick. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's not small in this case. So I don't know if you remember this from yours, Alex, but the good thing is it's not necessarily fat, like it's not thick, but it is quite like girthy. Now it's 300 watts, right? In terms of your overall size, it's you know, thin wise, it's not okay. From a banana standpoint, if you measure it against an imperial sized banana, it's about 7.5 inches, 7.3 inches from a banana, so it's about the size of an imperial banana. Thickness about as thick as an imperial banana too, but you know, not necessarily really fat. So definitely want to show you guys that, so you guys can essentially see that as well.
Hey, Robey.
Yeah.
The chat wants to know how many croissants in size is that?
Oh, it's about the size. So if you were taking, so there's a couple measurements. We're going to use the SCM, just so you know. So that's the Starbucks croissant method, which is we're going to use the chocolate translation. So it's about 1.5 chocolate croissants if you use the SCM method. If you use some fancy one that Sarah, we thought she was just mad at us, so she was saying bad names about us, but it actually ended up being like a French pastry shop. I don't know, how big would 7.5 inches get you at that pastry shop there, Sarah?
It's a solid 1 croissant.
Solid 1 croissant.
Solid one.
Solid 1.
Now, with that, I gotta say though, like, because we talked about the rapid charge on this thing.
No, you can talk about that, yeah, while I get this plugged in.
This actually was really interesting when I was looking up this system. Alex is like, hold on. So you can charge up to 30% in just 10 minutes. Or you can get 70% in 30 minutes. If you want from dead to a brand new charge, it's 80 minutes. So that's actually
really fast.
That is really
fast. So
it charges like a cell phone. That's quick.
Yeah, so it's thin, but I mean, that's a really fast charge.
So, and then this is the thing, this is the thing that I really like. So one of the things, and if you've watched me on shows before, you know this is something that I always struggle with, is like, one thing you do not need to struggle with this laptop is that it shows you where the connections are. So when you want to just plug something in, you just get it. So you don't have to go behind your laptop. You can just look down from the top, and it makes it really easy to basically just plug in your laptop, which is really nice. And that's one of the things that they added right here. Okay, so let's boot this up.
Okay, here's a good one from the chat. The charging is bananas.
We've started so many bad things on this episode. Like all of a sudden they're going to be like, you guys are no longer allowed to stream posts, like no more Intel after dark, right? Like it's too crazy. It's too much. You guys are too much. So, all right, so here we are. We're inside of the Lenovo Legion. So a couple things I want to let you guys know before I jump in too much. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things from, whoa, okay. One of the things is that they actually have a color profile, a profile that you can just touch using, and you can see a little bit about this, the function Q. But if you hit function Q, if you look up here at this, right up here at the top, and I hit function Q, you'll actually see this color of this changes. Now it's red, now it's blue, and now it's white. So those are the different settings that you're going through for your performance. So when you looked on the screen, I don't know if it actually shows up on the screen because it's one of those things that's always weird. But if you hit function Q, yeah, you can see it there. So now it's in performance mode, which means now it's letting it get as warm as it can, right? It's going to go to that top end performance for the 14900HX, and it's not going to worry as much about thermal junction or thermal max. It's not going to be it. If you go to the quiet, that means no matter what, you're going to see the clocks drop on your 14900HX, and it's going to maximize the amount of it's going to maximize the quality of the experience in terms of the loudness of the fans over the fact of performance. And then you have this thing called auto. And the auto mode actually does have some AI assisting in terms of using the microphones to keep the volume of the speakers, the volume of the fans, while maintaining performance. And I'm going to show you some Cinebench scores in this mode and then in the performance mode, so you can see the difference between the two. So you can make the decision to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and use this for doing like heavy rendering tasks versus using it for something like I'm just going to do some gaming. So let's open up Cinebench here. And then we'll open up CPU ID. And then, Alex, while I'm getting this all prepped up and we're going to start this, you want to talk a little bit about why the scores might be different from CPU to CPU to CPU?
From CPU to CPU to CPU, yes. So, well, let's cover that from two different angles, right? So the temperatures will be different from CPU to CPU when we're talking about from like an i5, i7, i9. It'll be different just because of the different characteristics. I know where you're going with this, but hold on.
Oh, so I'm letting you just run it, buddy.
Yeah, different characteristics, different cores, different frequencies. You know, the frequencies change, and also, you know, frequency. Depending on the frequency, it also depends how much thermals, and also they have for mobile processors, you can always the builders, the OEMs can actually go ahead and tune that. Now, there's also what we call variation within the process. So that means that one i9 is not going to be the same as another i9. They might run very different. And just because as we build things, they're not, I mean, we try to make it as similar as possible, but there's always going to be a variation when we're making it in the fab. So every time we, like, even though they come from the same wafer, from one to the other, it's could be behaving very differently. And that's where it comes the saying of, oh, you got a golden part or you got a golden ticket, because that part performs a lot better. Like, let's say you have an i9 that's going to perform a lot better than another i9. So the temperature is going to change from one processor to the other, even if they are the same 14900 HX. So sometimes you get lucky, you get like an awesome part, and then you have like, oh, just runs normal like an average. So for those geeks, like, you have this Gaussian distribution and you have standard deviations. Sometimes you land right in the average, or you land some standard deviations better, or standard deviation a little bit less. But yeah, no, every part is the same. So that's why we have different types of temperatures and performance.
So, and then again, the other thing too that you talked about, right, is also between laptop manufacturer, you can also have the laptops that provide more power to them given the cooling capacity as well, yeah?
Exactly. So so now we're going to look at it from a laptop perspective. You have different things you have to take into account, from the type of chassis, the type of cooling, how many heat pipes, is it a vapor chamber, what type of tin are you using? So all these kind of things will add to what type of performance and heat or thermals are you going to see. And these are kind of good things, because that way it gives some room for the laptop makers to play and see what they want. Are we looking for performance? Are we looking for client? Are we looking for battery? And you're going to see that a lot of actually processor architectures are defined by that. Are like, okay, what is this? Is this going to be like a mobile processor in which people value mostly battery life? Or this is going to be like a super powerful flex processor for gaming and for rendering and doing all this number crunching. So a lot of thought goes in before when processors are being designed, not only processors but also the whole system.
And again, now that we kind of did that, and you guys have seen Cinebench run, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is what I was talking about when it uses AI, is that what it did is it uses balanced, and what it notices it's doing a Cinebench. So initial few runs, it was actually up above here at 26,000 in terms of a Cinebench score, which is about the equivalent of a desktop 13600K, which is around 21, 22. So it's, you know, pretty up there in terms of the overall performance, pretty close to a 13.6. But what happened was that notice that actually these overall P-core drops and the temperatures are in the 60s and 70s. This is where it noticed, hey, I'm noticing it's doing a long basically render, but at the same time I'm keeping the overall noise, can I say that fastly? Noise profile down. Man, I sound funny when I say that. You ever have those moments where you're like saying a word and then it sounds weird when you say it? I remember him talking about it on Ted Lasso.
Every word that comes out of my mouth, you mean? Is that what you're referring to?
So yeah. So again, basically Araxis was saying, and I'm going to zoom out here. Araxis was saying, wow, that's really actually very cool for a laptop. And then I'm just going to be quiet here. You can actually see from a noise profile how quiet it actually is. Watch. So we're getting 49 decibels on a laptop with a balanced profile for power, right? So again, this is the mode that I actually played Homeworld 3 on, and I was basically playing at 1440p, everything maxed. Sorry, at 1600p because it's basically 2560 by 1600. 1600p, everything maxed, and you're getting 49 decibels, which again, when you're talking about speaker sound and everything like that, is going to have no issue getting over the loudness of the fans. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this run now, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it in right this. Go ahead. What were you going to say, Alex?
You can actually, with that such a low noise profile, you can actually hear the crackle of the croissant as you.
You can. Okay, so now what we've done, guys, is we've actually put it up to performance. So if you were looking at our top-down view, you can actually see now we have the red dot. It's ready to jack up the performance all up. So let's go ahead and jump in here, and now you're going to see what the Cinebench score jumps up to. So here we go. We're just going to hit start, and then you're going to see a pretty big performance jump and temperature jump as now we're at performance, as well as loudness profile. See, there it is, already 97 degrees right there. And then while it's doing it, we'll let this first round, but watch how much the Cinebench actually jumps here. And this is actually cooking. Boom, look at that. Jumped up to 28,000. So that's a 5,000 point jump in the Cinebench score just by switching to a higher performance profile. And then this is the volume. So we're looking at a 10 decibel jump just over the overall, like, not only do you see a performance jump, but you also see that decibel jump, which is why the performance mode exists. So if you were going to be somebody who's going to render all the time, like Alex does, because he just does a lot of rendering of his face and making beautiful pictures of himself, this is what the noise profile would be, right, Alex?
So sexy.
Sarah's like, I quit.
We're not doing this after hours anymore.
No more after dark. So yeah, I think, what do you guys think of that? Like, is that, I feel like I feel like that gives you a good idea and shows you just a general idea of like how good, a gaming laptop like this is from a noise standpoint, etc. But I thought something else that would actually be super interesting. This is new, Alex. This is new. Are you ready for new?
Give me new. I want new.
Give me new. And Sarah's probably like, we're not playing games. No, we're not. We're gonna load up 3D Mark, which we're gonna check out. Yeah, she was like, no, we're gonna throw up 3D Mark. I was just like, I don't want to have her. Yeah, we need Sarah to be fine. We want her to hang out with you guys in Dallas. Trust me, we're not gonna break any rules here. We're gonna load up 3D Mark, and then we're gonna show you guys a couple scenarios so you guys can get an idea of how this laptop would perform against similar based laptops that are out there. So that's just giving you an overall performance idea. So we're gonna keep this on performance and then run some 3D Mark at the same time. And then T-Man basically asks a bunch of questions. No, we're not going to talk about any of that stuff because we all want to keep doing our jobs. 15th and all that stuff, that'll all be, this is not an official announcement, show. Wouldn't you agree there, Sarah?
Yes. I can say this for Sarah because she's probably recovering right now. But yes, this is an official announcement. I'm
just making sure she hasn't logged off. She's still there.
I missed something. So
you missed something?
I'm glad I missed it. So
Oh man, so we're gonna collect some system profiles here, and then we'll base it. So this is running the CPU profile on 3D Mark, and then just giving you an overall appreciation. Honestly, Jimmy O 1972, like I get to touch and I get to use a lot of laptops, and every time, so I actually have spent my own money on a Lenovo Legion Slim, and every time I use one of these laptops, I come away very impressed with how much you get for the money, but also just what the experience is like using the laptop, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, I completely agree. Like all the laptops that we had tried, especially lately on the show, has been amazing. And it's been really hard to give them back.
Yes.
It's like,
wait, we have to give them back?
Shh, don't tell Sarah.
Wait, that wasn't, is that in my contract, Sarah?
It's in the fine print.
Oh no! Oh no! No, my day is ruined. My day is ruined.
Here's what I love about the Lenovo Legions is because when you guys start traveling and that kind of stuff, this is the one that pops up the most when I see you guys travel, because it really can handle work and gameplay. So I'm always excited to see what new things that they fit into this system.
So for folks who don't know, the Lenovo, and actually, you know what? Let's just go off script here, Alex. That's what we love to do on these shows, right?
Let's do that.
Go off script. Let's go.
Let me get close and uncomfortable.
Let's just go off script here. You know what we do? You guys, I just want to show you this because, like, you know, sometimes like you guys may be like, hey, he's just pretending to be excited. He's just pretending to be excited about this laptop, and you know, and that's not true. I will tell you right here, this is actually the portable streaming PC that we use for our CES and all of our, like, we're going to be taking this to Computex, so when we do our live streams at some of the booths, this is the laptop we use. And lo and behold, it is a Lenovo Legion Slim 9i, right? So it is like we use this laptop. This was one that we spent our money on because as we tested, we were so impressed with the quality that we were like, yeah, it's perfect. And the Slim version is actually just really, really cool. So yeah, so again, if you got, I love the 9. This one I had not gotten to use the Pro. This is like their thicker model. Screen's great, soundscape's great. Even on and all in all, like the performance to noise, stuff like that, also very, very good. So, Gleanbite says the entire Lenovo line is balanced. Yes, what's up?
No, we were having this conversation, I think was yesterday or Monday, because we were getting ready for the show. And you and I were talking, well, mostly you, I was asking you, is like, hey, I'm going to be on the road. You have a little bit more experience than I do. What should I bring? And we're going over like the different options, like cameras, lights, blah, 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 microphones, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, laptops. Because usually, like at home, we have two systems. I don't know. I think you have 2 or 3 systems doing the show. I have 2 systems doing the show. So I was like, oh, I'll bring 2 laptops. So yeah, they're being pretty powerful and they come really, really handy.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, and the other thing too is like, yeah. So I think I think it's cool. I think it's cool, Sarah, that you've noticed that because it's just like this is one of those laptops I've really enjoyed. Another one that I would say that's up there. The other one that, and actually it was like really cool that I got a chance to reach out to MSI was when you and I, Alex, got to play with the Titan.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's the Titan was amazing. I mean, they're all amazing, but it's like the great thing is like, what do you want? What are you looking for? Like the Titan is like this workstation laptop. Then you have this Lenovo that's just like an all-around, or then you have like the MSI, that Prestige, like a thin and light. So like, what do you want? There is, and they have great experiences. Like right now, this Lenovo is like all-around amazing. And like Robey said, we eat our own dog food, and that's his mobile or on the road system for broadcasting, for streaming.
So anyway, it's wrapping up here. We'll let this one finish up. There goes, it's loading the result, and this will give you an idea. So here we go. So our max threads was 12,902. You can see right here in terms of, you can see what the graph was, and then we'll go ahead and just compare the results online so we can get an idea of where this is from. Oop. Okay. Well, apparently 3D Mark's gonna not let us do it. Oh, maybe if I do, I have to accept the cookies.
Not the Gundrop cookies.
No, show me the results. Well, that's not fun. It's like, what? I want to show the results. Okay.
Well,
Well, I
you know what?
tried.
It's about that time. So
It's about that time to, you know, she jinxed this too.
like, I said it after it didn't work. That's not jinxing. I don't know how I still get blamed for everything.
Well, first you have to deliver on the Arc GPU with, what was it, zettabyte?
Yeah, with a zettabyte. So
So,
well, anyway,
Alex, your cosplay. What's up for what's going on?
she's like, we need to get off of this right now. We're done with this conversation going for there. Anyway, guys, that is the Lenovo Legion 5i, Lenovo Legion Pro 5i. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Huge shout out to Lenovo for hooking us up and letting us show this off here on the show. And let me know if you guys have any additional questions. Spent a lot of time with this one. Very, very excited about it, and I think it's well worth checking out. Anything you guys should say at close as we get ready to play some Homeworld? Either Sarah or Alex. Let's start with Alex first. Anything you want to say to close?
No. First of all, I'll say, like, thank you guys for hanging out with us in a different day and schedule, and a little bit more loopier than the usual. And no, this is great. And also, I mean, for the cosplay, since I'm traveling, it's a little bit hard to travel with katanas and space guns and all that stuff. So just yeah, so setting expectations there, but it'll still be something silly and fun.
Well, I mean, again, that's the thing is that, let's be honest, Sarah and I think, Sarah, you'd agree, we didn't actually expect cosplay this week, and he's still cosplaying. Are you not, Alex?
Yes, I am. I actually
see. So I can't complain at all. Like, Alex is still showing us up every time. Like, we always think, oh, he's not going to do it this time, and then surprise, surprise, Alex comes through for each of you guys. So you guys are still going to see. You guys are going to still see some cosplay today. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up to play some Homeworld, and we'll go from there. And then Alex, I'll go ahead and take over full screen now, and then you can go ahead and get ready.
Ready.
Okay, so let's go to here. We'll go to, I think this is it, maybe. Okay, so here it is. Yes, okay, so I think I chose right. So we're now in game. Okay, and then I'm gonna get this going. Okay, I do hear audio, that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and load up Homeworld. Okay, so I do want to give you guys a little bit of 411 on the Homeworld game. For those who don't know about Homeworld, Homeworld is it's an RTS, but it's a space RTS, and it's the thing that made it so different is that this game is actually played in 3 dimensions. So what you guys are going to see may actually blow your mind a little bit, and it does take some getting used to understand just kind of how the game kind of works. The way that where I'm going to kind of pick up in it is I'm going to pick up during the campaign. So I'll give you guys a little bit of history once we kind of jump into the game. But that's where I'm going to kind of pick up. And then the cool thing about the campaign is it's been introducing you to different ships over time. And so we haven't gotten to like some of the bigger frigate ships and stuff like that yet. But you guys will get to see them here pretty soon. And the graphics, the visuals for this game are actually really, really awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's definitely a game that I grew up on the first one, and the second one, which like I said, came from Relic Entertainment at the time, who now works on Age of Empires. And so I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. So you guys, can you guys hear audio and stuff? Do you guys hear it? I'm gonna go ahead and glow from here. Okay, yes, okay, people are saying yes, that's a good sign. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the game here.
Support frigate construction complete. Use them to repair the mothership immediately.
So, Robey, as I was looking at this, I haven't played the previous game, so maybe you can help me kind of understand. But it looks like there's somebody who is able to control control the ship with their mind, so it keeps flashing to that character?
Yeah, so it does have some tie-in to the other games, but yes, the other games were about this race trying to find its new home and doing some discovery. Yes, she is controlling, like, she is like the AI for the mothership, and right now what happened is we just got finished flying out of this gate, and as we were flying out of this gate, we crashed through the ship just like this, and then that damaged basically our beautiful ship that's right here. So what I have right here, and then I'll show you a little bit of this, is that we move in 3 dimensions. So like the actual games and ships all fly in 3 dimensions like this. And then it does have all the same RTS controls in terms of moving around. So like, and then you have both FPS and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, visually, the game looks very, very sweet. And what we're trying to do right now is we're repairing our mothership, and then we're gonna get it, they need to get it into the nebula. So that's where we kind of are at right now. But it's damaged, so we're waiting for it to get fixed, which I've got a couple frigates that are being built to get it built up here.
I think Alex might be ready.
What? Okay, here we go. We're gonna pause the game. Oh, actually, I forgot. You can just pause it with this. Okay, and then we're gonna jump to Alex. Alex, you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. He's gonna show up. Is he there? I think I need a refresh.
Look at that. That's amazing.
My head's too big.
Alex, your helmet is, you know you die if you wore that helmet, right?
Oh, it does open.
I can't breathe now. Dude, my head's too big.
Your head's too big?
Barely fit, yeah. They need to make like a custom helmet for me when I go to space.
Yeah, they do. So Alex, you've played a bit of this game.
Yeah, I played a bit of this game. I think it was Monday or Sunday. It's a lot of fun, but like you said, it takes a little bit of time to get used to, especially to like for the view, because you're using pretty much everything, mouse and keyboard, just to generate the view, and then try to make sure that one thing that it was a little interesting. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you can show them or you still have it. Is like, how do you tell one ship to go from one place to another, and then it pops up like a radius, and then and like coordinates. And it took me a while to make sure that I was sending it to the right spot, because it's 3D space, and you know, like I've been playing RTS only 2D space, so I was like clicking here, like, oh no, that's not at the right height level or the correct Z coordinate that I wanted to. So
yep, and this is what he's talking about right here. See, as you can actually get you can see how you can. So like you basically have your X-axis, and then you can hold and then move up and down. So I'm like, oh, let's go here, and then it'll basically move to that location.
Understood. Flagging all your damage control requests as priority 1.
Okay, here we go. And we're finally moving our ship. And then what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to assign these guys to actually guard the mothership. And we'll keep them in an aggressive standpoint, and then we're going to keep them in. And then the other thing too is the formations are actually really important, because they'll determine how easy it is for them to get attacked. So there's actually a lot to kind of think about as the ship moves down here, and you're seeing it kind of move at the same time. So, and then I've got my support frigate right now that's currently working on the hull integrity of our mothership, and then we've got some resources being kind of taken care of over here. But I feel like we're running low on resources. Yeah, what's up?
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Yeah.
Be aggressive.
Thank you for that. Okay, ooh, I found another ship here.
Core physical repairs.
You said aggressive stance.
Without help. Cybernetic systems are
So you went into cheerleading?
That's what he does. That's how he helps.
Acknowledged.
I love it.
It's my contribution for today.
That is awesome.
The Schwartz is strong with me. Is the Schwartz, right?
Yeah, it's the Schwartz, yeah.
Swartz. There we
I
go.
think the other one is actually too copyrighted. Okay, something's happening. So this is the person who's
It's clear now we have
like
fallen
leading the ship around.
One moment we were on course for the Noctua 27 system, and the next.
Oh.
Somebody asked where the pom-poms are.
Hyperspace exit into our quantum waveform and dropped us through the colligate.
I need to go get him.
Yeah.
But now that I know
He's
how
like
to
looking for
protect
pom-poms.
these
Go make some out of
I
your
can
out of the
modify
toilet paper in the
our
bathroom.
amplifiers
All right, hold on.
once again. Unfortunately, at this point, it doesn't matter how.
What are you
prepared
doing,
we
Ian?
Kurosaki wants to know if Alex has if Alex is going to be on Starship or not.
Operational core. The core
Starship?
is our historical data. The only
I might.
facility capable of repairing our cores is located in the Naraka Gate complex. With only one functional core, Naraka is now out of range. So we will have to use the Trinity Gate to get there.
So we're trying to get to our location, and there's some bad guys.
Since we arrived in system.
They're all really bad. They were all bad.
Optimal for them. We must gather resources and reinforce our fleet. Concentrations of resources are located
Supernova
here.
processing unit.
Deploy resource controllers to these locations immediately.
Okay, so we got some resources now. So let's grab. So we got those. We got this other one right here. So we're gonna move that down there. And then I'm gonna take this other group here.
But so the resources is pretty much like your workers in which they go and get.
Yeah, they go
resources.
and get, and it's just generic resources, right?
Yeah, they're generic, but that's what
Three
gives you, I guess, the money or whatever you need to build your other ships.
Send your message. Send message.
Okay, so we're now gonna defend while we have the resources go. We're gonna have defend our ship here. We got some resources going over here. I
So-
feel like, was there only one resource ship? I thought I had two. Maybe not.
Robey, so are you fighting against other humans or is it like another alien
This is
race?
part of the campaign. So so what happened is that, so just to give people the story, what happened is that we were building this ship and it was going to go look for another Homeworld ship that kind of disappeared. But when the ship came to fruition, all of a sudden there was a simultaneous attack across the galaxy that basically destroyed like trillions of people, and at the same time started to take parts of the galaxy offline. So the ships all of a sudden got rushed to kind of get going, and then now we went through this gate to kind of see we were supposed to go to a specific place, but it malfunctioned and put us somewhere else, and then in the process damaged the ship, and so now we're trying to get back to our original destination, and that's where things kind of sit right now.
Okay, so you were attacked, you went to check where you attacked, you or for lack of a better word, you jumped into space, but it was broken and you landed somewhere else, and now you're like, oh snap, let's go back.
Here we go. We're under attack here, guys.
By who?
These guys.
Oh, them guys.
Oh, he disappeared. Oh, something showed up. Alex, you saw it too, right?
Yes, there, right there. Wait, what? What's that? Ooh, wait.
Oh, okay, there's my other ships.
We have a G-Max class freighter here. She's a mess. Hulk
Spoiler alert.
debris everywhere. Her bridge looks intact, though. She's responding to my transponder query.
Wow.
Robey, in the words of Craigs, it looks like we're in a croissant. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna find out. We're just chilling right now while we get resources. I love so some people like the story, like people are, there's, some people are kind of mixed. I've been enjoying it, what I've played so far. Like I've been enough that I don't have to play every game, but I've been enjoying playing this game. And honestly, I love the cinema, like the cinematics and stuff like that, especially the in game, because the engine just looks really good.
Is that what I think it is?
The engine's really nice, and like the physics. Not only the physics, but also like how the spaceships move and attack and the what do you call it, the dogfight combat. I thought it was pretty neat.
Are you sure?
Already ran the whole designation. She's the frigate Hebelladin, last logged at Kasura Minor.
So this is a ship from that missing ship, from that ship that disappeared that you were originally going to go look at.
Wait, so that all that big thing around your mothership was the ship that they were building?
Yeah, it
Oh,
ran into.
Wow.
Like it crashed through it. It was a pretty epic cinematic, actually.
Standing by, waiting for orders.
Use a resource controller to salvage that frigate immediately. We need to recover its logs.
No pun intended, but that's the mother of all ships.
Capture orders.
Uh-oh, okay, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Awaiting orders.
There we go. We got some fighting going on here, guys. We got some
You know,
ships.
the other thing that is cool about this game is like even though it's
Oh,
real
gosh.
time,
We got a lot
real-time-
of ships.
Go for interceptor.
Oh, so many ships.
how
So
many
ships.
ships?
Ships
One
everywhere.
sheep, bleh, two sheeps,
Bad
bleh,
ships.
three sheep,
Good ships.
bleh.
All ships.
But the cool thing about this, the one is actually, even though it's a real-time strategy game, you can actually pause it and then get the orders and then press play, right? So you can kind of have time to strategize, position your
Under attack.
ships, give them the
Eliminate
orders,
this
and then
threat
like, all right,
immediately.
let them rip, let's go.
Ready.
I'm trying to take out whatever these ships are while we're getting the resource controller here.
We're in overload. They hit hard. Where did they get this tech?
Undetermined. We are facing an unknown threat of equal or superior power. Possible progenitor origin.
Could have told you that when they started ripping through our armor.
So we're fighting people that we don't know that they just should.
Yeah, they don't understand, and I'm trying to keep
The
us
enemy
from
is using
getting
an anti-strike craft
wrecked up
corvette.
here.
Recommend using bombers to engage.
Do they have the same ships, or they're just different kinds of ships?
Ship destroyed.
We're kill. I feel like we're killing them at least.
Shut down. Enemy ship destroyed.
We seem to be okay.
Priority alert. Strike
You
force
can do this,
operational
Robey.
losses.
You can do it.
Robey, it's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a
We
trap!
lost a lot of ships though.
Unknown hostiles eliminated. Threat contained. Objective
Okay,
complete.
I'm gonna go dock these bad boys.
Yeah, go get him fixed. Duck them, duck
We
them.
need to save them. Save the cheerleader. Save the planet. Whatever it is.
Are they spicy chips?
Why are you not docking? Go dock. There you go.
Goose.
Any other questions that people have asked there, Miss Sarah? People just are probably overwhelmed at how amazing my gameplay is.
Your
Interceptor
game skills.
production.
Use resource controllers to
You
recover
get
the wrecked.
you get nunchuck skills and gaming skills.
No question.
Wait, where's my support frigate? I mean, my support ships that are supposed to be fixing my thing. Resource control.
Well, that's your mother ship right there.
Oh, the support frigate is like over here. Why are you over here?
Bomber production complete.
And then you have your frigates, right? That they're also built ships.
Yeah, this was supposed to be like fixing the home.
The Hagaran
ship.
frigate wreck has been recovered. Objective complete. The drifting container boxes are packed with resources. Begin salvage operations and collect those containers.
Ready.
Okay, yeah, I need like this ship was supposed to be healing
Assault frigate construction template now available. These powerful attack vessels will allow
You
us
got
to
it,
carry
now
the
it's going.
strike craft we have
You were disobeying orders. He needs to be court-martialed.
Yeah, he does. I built 2 of those things, and it just feels like. Oh shoot! Oh gosh! Oh no! Was I? Oh, I wasn't ready. Okay.
Ready for counter.
Oh, more people.
Good to go. Engaging watch lock. Lead's drifting.
What types of ships do you have now? You have scouts and what
I have
else? And
scouts, and I have scouts, and I have bombers right now.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
Intel.
Bombers.
Engineering here.
We got a lot of ships. Like, let's be honest.
Evidence of multiple short jumps.
So, are you their pastor for all the ships?
No survivors.
No. How do you say that? That's not the right
Rations
word.
and all life support systems depleted.
Ship
They ran
herder.
enough
Herder.
left,
There we go.
And they hit the ship out here in the dark.
Oops.
Interior ice buildup indicates long exposure to vacuum.
Okay, the ship's finally fixing something.
Receiving.
So, any news to share on Computex? Yes. When we are in Computex, we will share all the
ship
news.
logs
Yes, right now, no. But soon, in the future.
In the future, not the distant future, we will be sharing all the news and more.
Resource
And a
bank
bunch-
depleted. That's not good.
There's going to be a lot of knowledge drop. So much knowledge drop that Sarah's going to be like, Alex, tone it a little bit down.
I love it. We have fun and games, but we do not skimp on knowledge drops.
Yes. I'm going to go full geek. Talk about quantum flux capacitors in DeLoreans.
Material site locked in. Collection underway.
I don't know if you noticed this, Alex, but we have captured
Uh-oh, we're under attack.
26 emotes of your cosplay.
Uh-oh.
26?
That is more than enough for a calendar.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
telling me you get 2 pictures, you
Are
get
you
2
guys
years
seeing
of
this?
calendar? Wow, what is that? Oh,
Like a long jump, but these ships have no
Whoa.
navigators.
dude. Yeah, white flag. I think that would be a good. Oh my god.
Combat alert. Hostile
Are those the-
task
are those the
forces
Martians?
enter the AO. Defend
Dude,
the mothership at all
Yeah,
costs.
danger with
Well, I'm
Robinson is
trying,
great.
but I'm out of...
Command, this is not good. We need to jump out now.
No, I will not take my katana to Computex. I want to come back from Taiwan.
I need more time.
Understood.
I like how she's like, I need more time. I need something. I don't even know what to do. So much stuff.
Dealing with incoming enemy threats
Yes.
is now priority.
Where's the panic button?
Consider
Hit the panic button,
to be a
Robey! Hit the
secondary
panic button!
Mothership
26. That's crazy.
1%. Alpha team.
I mean, it started with the shirt and the glasses because we were playing. What was all the races in Hawaii? What's the name?
I'm trying to get resource controllers to do
Enemy
their job.
class vessels on approach.
Lose your whole
We need to buy
integrity.
command some time.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Controller inbound.
Okay, do we have any RUs here?
Pushback on the stick. Setting aboard. Position noted. Moving now.
Compute cosplay tag. Yes. We'll see about that, man. I'm trying to see. It is a long flight and a lot of stuff to carry, but you never know. You never know.
Engaging strike craft.
So, Robbie, I thought you said you had too many ships, but now it's kind of like a head-to-head kind of fight.
I'm killing them. I'm trying.
Meet 'em head on.
No,
Second
we don't.
enemy
No,
frigate
don't
on
try,
to the mothership.
dude.
Destroy.
Dude.
I'm killing everything I can.
It's getting pretty hot out here, Command.
Oh yes, actually, that's a good idea. It's like 26 cosplays, almost for one for every day of the month. So I'm only 5 away for one of every day.
13 back online ASAP.
Yes, this
Why
is
are
not
you
a
like you just gotta, you really gotta, okay, we got a big ship here.
Good kill.
Robeytech life support to whole integrity. Captain, I'm giving it all that she's got, Captain.
I'm trying,
Actually,
I'm like trying to kill stuff. This is a lot
That
to
is
pay
a-
attention to, I'll be honest, guys. There's a lot to kind of manage here that we're trying to.
Contact. Enemy strike craft.
I got more crafts going to do some stuff here, but it's got some
You got
frigates
this, man.
and
I
some
believe in
things
you.
and some damage and some stuff.
Additional enemy forces are en route to the Carcassonne. We can't let them
I,
interfere
you know,
with our jump.
I would be interesting if I cosplay as a pilot. I don't know.
Whoa, I think we just lost a lot of fighters, guys.
Maybe I can pull a catch me if you can in there,
Intel. Damaged core is finally holding
and then
a
get
resonance.
tackled by security.
Not perfect, but it will hold. Just need to finish spooling up. When we are ready, we will have to go.
Oh, I'm
immediately,
killing
or
that
risk
frigate
quantum
pretty good,
collapse.
actually. Okay, frigate's down.
Understood. But when we initiate jump, we will need to dock strike craft, or they will be left behind.
Come on, kill the frigate.
Until
Get
then,
the frigate.
we need our strike craft defending the mothership.
Oh, cosplay as a Gundam would be sick, but if I want to do Gundam, it has to be like the real deal.
Core
And
spooled,
I don't know, because
ready
I
to
really like
initiate
Gundam.
hyperspace.
It's a lot of
Be
things, good
advised,
memories.
only capital
I mean, my
ships will
first
reach out to the mothership.
animes were,
Undocked
well,
strike
I'm dating
craft will be
myself,
lost.
like Matsunger,
You got you
and
covered.
pardon my pronunciation. But yeah, robots.
Initiate
Actually,
hyperspace.
that's how I got in engineering, because of robots. I wanted to build robots.
Doc,
Goose!
get out of here.
Group 4, Group 1 suffering losses. Group 2 lost.
Trying to get the ship. Oh, I'm getting everything docked.
Warning,
Pig radio. That's a good joke. That's a dad joke right
Okay,
there.
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump. I gotta jump. Sorry. Initiating hyperspace.
I'm so sorry.
No, all my ships are gonna die.
Command. Akadath Farron.
Akadath Farron.
Come on, man. I believe in you. You got this.
Hyperspace.
May the burden remain.
I just abandoned all my ships.
No, don't do that.
I just abandoned them all.
Get back in there. Get back in the fight.
They're,
Oh.
I couldn't. They said I'm dumb.
You're done? Oh, you needed to be done.
Fire up the clone vats. So this is like this whole thing that we're trying to figure out what's going on. She keeps showing up in this place every time they hyperspace.
Is she like, you know, like in Dune, they have these pilots that can actually navigate in hyperspace. I wonder if she's kind of the same thing.
Lady Karen, Grandma says you're leaving. Will you be come?
Hey, it's me.
Time is fleeting, Imogen.
Yeah, the Guild Navigators, exactly.
Moments are eternal.
Why does it have to be you?
There's something I've been searching for, and I may have finally found it, but it's very far from here. Always remember the things I've taught you, Imogen, no matter what the future.
I don't really know what's happening right now, guys.
You are going to.
Hey, Alex, she has your haircut.
My little star.
Yes.
I know goodbyes are hard.
Easy.
But she's not wearing your
Let me
helmet.
Sing our lullaby.
It's alright. I mean, we kind of have the same. I can't do it.
What? You need to take off your helmet? He was like, I'm done with the helmet.
I'm stuck.
That was funny right there. That was a moment right there.
We had a moment. We share a moment. We share a moment, everybody.
I like all the people who are selling, who are like sharing croissants in the, in Discord.
It's me. Oh, pyramid. Is that a pyramid?
She feels us. And we feel her in return.
We have very loud volume. Is Izud, is that from the game, from me, or from Robey, the volume?
Another navigator?
Oh, it's very low, you guys? Okay, I'm sorry, I can turn it up.
I am just like you. Karen needs us both to save her. Go to her.
Okay.
Hyperspace
No,
coordinates
really
locked in.
Okay.
No, we have to go finish the.
Hyperspace coordinates locked in, guys. Doesn't this game look so good, though?
I really like, and I'm really curious to finish the story, to see how the story unfolds. Thank you, Robey.
You're welcome. Luckily, you have this game, Alex.
I do. I bought it with my own time. It was really good.
So did I. Actually, none of us. Actually, this time we can say none of us got this. None of us gave. We gave the copy. We gave every copy went away to you guys because I paid
Yep.
for this.
Yeah, I paid for it too. So all the copies are for you guys.
Hyperspace complete. We have arrived at Trinity.
Okay, so I had some ships survive. I didn't abandon them all.
Yes. Sorry, the chat is just killing it.
Intel, we may have a problem. Hyperspace navigation is compromised. I am not alone. There are others. Be advised.
I'm reading you, Fleet Command. Eyes are open.
Intel trying to connect to gate systems, but they are locked
Where did
down.
they send us, Robey?
Whoever
Wait,
we
is
are
this still the
fighting,
same spaceship?
they
But
can deny us
further-
gate
Yes,
access.
it's just damaged right now.
Yeah, send transmission.
So we had to run away?
We are deep within the anomaly.
From
Hostile
battle?
territory.
I don't know.
Enemy
I'm
force
learning out right
levels
now.
and position unknown. We must use this gate to jump onwards to Naraka, where we can repair the cores.
We gotta jump to
Capturing these 3
Naraka.
data spires will give us control of the gate systems. Lack of data on enemy forces and position makes caution a priority.
Oh, you gotta explaining what this view is, though.
Yeah, this is like
Nearby
their.
tunnel entrance.
This is like it's called the
Located
sensor view.
Use the tunnel to approach the spire undetected.
So the sensor view, so pretty much that's where you see that blue sphere is the maximum reach of the sensors of each ship. So pretty much what you can see outside of that sphere is pretty much kind of a fog of war, or you can't see outside of there, so you can't see what ships are coming. So you have to be, you know, you can have like spaceships that have a bigger sensor array, so your spheres is
Railgun
bigger.
corvettes
so
are now available for
So
research.
it's all part of the strategy.
They're designed to inflict damage on capital ships at long range.
Trying to get.
You know,
trying to build some stuff and get some RUs while I can.
Ready to copy.
You think you're gonna get rushed?
Controller inbound.
I don't know. I'm so it says this is the place to go. So you can fly here. Whoa.
Mm-hmm. What's the mission?
I gotta get to these data spires. So I think I should be able to take a scout ship, like a single ship.
And do like a smash and grab and run. You know, you said you're welcome, and now I have that song in my head. I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness, and it's clear. Oh, my battery's running out. Hold on. Battery.
No. Go over here. Go over here.
Vectoring in. Setting EOS to primary. EOS down.
Captain, we're running out of power.
Cap set.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one ship and see if I can do this. Here we go.
Here, watch the overlay.
I'm a lone ship.
Entering the progenitor structure.
Confirmed. Showing reduced sensor profile on you now.
Interceptor production complete.
Oh, I don't have to go that far.
Oh, hello.
You're looking for?
Okay, we're gonna go to right here.
Green line confirmed. Update for you. Mothership upgrade confirmed. Update shortly.
Things you never leave your home with. Power strips.
Yep. Oh, really?
Yeah, I have.
I've actually started getting a whole lot better. Okay, so we're gonna try and get up to this thing here.
Exiting the tunnel. Be ready to engage. Cap confirmed.
I'm on the other side. Oh shoot, there's another ship. There's a dominance fighter. Crud.
Just one?
Line them up. Close the range.
I almost got. Okay, he's dead. Let's even.
That did it.
I thought I'd only have to do with one. I only have one ship. Come on. Okay.
Good shot.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Okay, we have the data spire now.
Inbound
That was quick.
position.
That's how amazing I am.
Adjusting plot. TMC set. Position 2.
Okay, so we have a lot of bad stuff over there.
Factoring in.
So I'm wondering if
Attention.
EOS set in range.
okay, we're gonna build some big frigates and stuff like that. Ooh, we're out of money though.
Wait, so I'm confused. So you already got that
Railgun corvette ready.
what you needed
Launching.
to grab. And now what's next now? You need to-
I'm gonna take out this. I'm gonna try and use this railgun corvette to see if I can
Assault frigate ready for action.
see if this will take
Ready
out
on
this
quick charge cycle.
this thing. This assault craft. Nope, that did not work well at all. Okay, let me go see if I just take it out with a lot
Assault
of.
frigate ready for action.
Wait, I say this is a compliment. It actually,
Unlocked.
RC brought it up.
Feels like just overwhelming force seems like the best call.
You mean like how I opened my laptop with a sledgehammer?
Yeah.
Ready to copy.
Okay.
Be advised, turret scanners are highly sensitive and will detect bombers as soon as they fire.
Let's go get this data spire.
Check screens and get us moving.
Advance ships to the 3 data spires to capture them.
Okay, so I got one, and now we have this other entry point here. So I can put this here.
Coming around.
Assault frigate ready for action.
Quick ID, all contacts.
Now, Robey makes it look really easy what he's doing as the way he navigates through space, but it takes a lot of practice. I was doing it and I was getting a little dizzy, and I was the one doing the driving. But it takes. He's a really good cameraman here in this 3D space.
I'm just taking out this like this ship.
Assault frigate ready for action.
Is that a ship? Let me zoom in.
Spire captured.
Accessing gate database now. I'm in.
Oh, it's a dock ship. Oh, you took over? Like you
Oh,
took
it's
over?
neutral right now. Okay. I didn't. Okay. So I guess you got to keep stuff there.
Oh.
Assault frigate ready for action.
You know what? I think we just.
You gotta keep it there until it comes out, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But okay, let's just go kill it. Let's go. I'm gonna go just do it with overwhelming force. That seems like the best idea.
Just want to blow some stuff.
I just want to blow some stuff up,
Fleet, interceptor lead, in position and standing by.
I'm out of money. The best thing to do is just blow stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, like what's that movie?
Understood. Tactical, push all contact IDs.
Attention fleet. The enemy is
Trumpet
fielding a new
Thunder
class of
with the
corvette.
special effects guy.
Scans indicate they are proficient at engaging frigate and capital class vessels.
Tropic Thunder.
Good kill. Scratch one. Fleet reporting critical damage to Corvette.
So are you just taking over like alien?
I'm taking out the spires. I'm just taking them all out.
Shut down. Go for bomber.
I just figured this would be the best way. Let's just take them out.
Take him out. Take him out.
Attacking
Take him out. Take him out. Check.
Bombers are like crushing those turrets.
We're in overload scope.
There we go.
Ready.
I feel like we still had.
Position confirmed.
We lost a lot of ships though. I had way more. I feel like than.
You gotta
There's still quite a few.
making more ships.
Let's get rid of this control.
1 data spire captured. 2 remaining.
Send.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Closing on strike craft.
Yeah, it's like trying to. You just gotta. Come on, die.
Receiving.
Oh shoot! There's way more ships coming.
Received.
Oh no!
Strike craft.
We were not ready.
No, we were not ready.
Corvette target set. Reporting critical.
These are like some great. These are some not good. These are some powerful ships.
Over here. Corvette is off the board.
Well, actually, we seem to be doing. We seem to be holding our own.
Down.
Dude, that 3D is so cool.
Send it. Corvette neutralized. Good kill.
All right, I gotta go play some video games now.
Wow. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got all those.
Corvette destroyed. Ship destroyed. Fire.
Get that ship. Just trying to take out this last, because we just got this last data spire, and then we're in good shape.
Does the lady with the flowing hair has a name? Do we know her name?
She's like she's your AI, like but she's human. Oh, this is not good. Come on, take it out. I have no. Take it out. One more shot. One more shot. We can still win. Get it.
You got this.
Hostile eliminated. New heading set.
Wow, I killed like. Do I have anything left? Okay, I got a bunch of frigates. Okay.
Send message. Course laid. Scope's clear.
I'm gonna try and, cause there's some. Oh, these guys are going through they're going through the tunnel.
Oh. Well, wait, your ships are going through the tunnel? I mean, they're
Second
using it
data
as
spire
cover?
captured.
Yeah.
I have access to the gate and its transit comms. Bad news. An enemy force is inbound.
What?
Roger that, command. All ships, prepare for incoming.
No, I don't have any. I have no. I have nothing to fight with.
Production base system update available.
Do we have any?
Ready for more.
Anybody see any? Oh, there's some there.
Ion
Okay.
frigate
Okay,
research
here we
now
go.
available.
You guys.
Be advised, they are designed to
Go get some
engage
stuff.
capital ships at close range.
They stopped working. No more.
Well, I didn't know I had any things, and now I found out I have all sorts of
These
things.
can't be the progenitors, but whoever they are, they carry
Yeah.
the symbol of Sejuk.
But for me, they were
and they
just
seem
problems.
to know more about the gates than we do. We need answers, quickly.
Okay. Well, hopefully there's a couple ships like in here in the center that were killed me, so we still have stuff, but all these corvettes are about to come out.
Go for assault. Moving. EOS to primary. I don't want any surprises.
We may be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you going, guys? Where are you going? I need some stuff pretty badly. I need some
Gotta be a little more
I need some
specific with that.
resources.
There we go. I need some stuff.
I need some resources pretty badly.
Move complete.
All 3 data spires captured. Objective complete.
Give me
We now
some
control the
resources.
gate. Enemy frigates detected. This is an opportunity.
I believe in you.
We must capture an enemy vessel and interrogate its crew for additional
I gotta
intel.
capture a vessel.
Use a resource controller to capture an enemy frigate.
Wow. Okay.
Do you have enough?
Ignorance
Do you
is
have
fatal
enough
in combat.
spaceships
I
to?
got stuff
You
being
have to
built
gather
now.
intelligence on the enemy.
Wait, is it this capture,
Produce
not
ion
destroy, right?
frigates to bolster our fleet.
Copy. A firm.
Assault frigate ready for
There you
action.
go.
Okay, we got some money finally.
Money, 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 money.
These ships are doing a pretty good job of ripping up these other capital
Assault frigate
ships.
ready for action.
Might have spent my money well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's more coming.
Attention all crew. Secure for possible evasive action.
Oh, that's okay. The big ones are coming.
Gunnery, cycle on battery.
Assault frigate ready for action.
Let's see here. Let's get some railguns going here. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Okay, you guys need to.
Target set. Helm full burn.
Oh no, I have a problem, guys. I need to get you guys going. I'm building the best I can here. Oh jeez.
Build ion frigates to repel the incoming battle.
Ion frigates? Those aren't even. Oh no. Now it tells me.
Do you have ion frigates or the
No.
ion frigates are coming
You
at
just
you?
told me that. These guys are jerks.
T42 kick. Ready to copy. Confirming security escort. Awaiting link ID.
Ion frigates, like a big jerk.
Lead. Check screens.
We must capture an enemy vessel and interrogate
coming
its
right at
crew
us,
for
Captain.
additional intel.
I had assault frigates. Okay, let's put these to guard this.
Where do you want us, lead?
Okay, and let's get these to attack these.
We have it.
Please reach gunner and
Our other ships are coming.
Maintain tracking and don't lose it.
Our fleet's under attack!
Robey, they're saying that you've not been paying attention because the frigates were announced 5 minutes ago.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm supposed to use one of these resource controllers to capture.
We have capture orders. Spin up collectors, but keep an eye on one. Attacking strike craft. Frigate. Setting up for attack front. Target eliminated. Frigate down.
We gotta salvage that.
Confirmed. Track the target. Ready for counter. Capture target set. Setting collectors to capture configuration.
We seem to be doing okay. My fleet was able to re-get itself and...
You're within minimum burn. Target destroyed. Hostile frigate destroyed. Just
out of money.
critical hit. Scratch one.
What are these guys? Get some stuff.
Heading there now.
Get your stuff.
They're working like me. We're just
They're
eating
not
popcorn.
doing nothing.
Course set. I'm on the way.
Okay, we were able to salvage. Okay, so then we got this ship that's salvaging stuff. Okay, so I was able to get them back, guys. I was able to stop the madness.
Did you get that? I thought you were
Stand
supposed
by
to
for
like
ship
hold the frigate
disassembly.
or take over a ship.
Crude processing.
Okay, they're all like getting some RUs now.
No.
Why would there be a bot, guys? I'm no bot. I'm a
Homeworld 3.
Superman.
Homeworld 3 also has like quick keys like F1, F2, F4. Like F4 is all military units. I don't know if the
Enemy
previous
frigate
Homeworld
captured.
had that, but
Objective
at least in
complete.
the tutorial they teach you that. It's like F1 is the.
Yeah, it like it takes you through all the ships.
Running decryption on all data.
No, because I'm just saying because Pandora and Gray is saying that Homeworld 2 had some macros on it.
Yeah.
So
Railgun corvette production complete.
sorry, this is my
Captured
first
frigate's
Homeworld,
orders have been
even though
decrypted.
it's the third one.
It was being directed to link up with
I'm a
an
newbie.
inbound task force.
Actually, in a lot of games.
We can get the jump on them.
We can get the jump on it, but we gotta take care of this problem.
Prepare to ambush arriving enemy force.
Okay, well, that sounds good. Let's do this. Everybody,
Send message.
guard this.
Rolling into SO. You got us, lead?
And then let's move you.
Copy, we see you.
Here we go.
Your link is showing fault with gunnery
Course
control.
laid.
Give panel C42 a kick and you should be fine.
Gunnery at the ready. Get the fangs out.
Quantum waveform detected from the gate. Trinity is active.
How big is this task force coming through?
Damn. Task Force Omega. This is the last thing you ever see. Oh no. It's a gate. It's a gate and everybody's coming. Are those?
We only
No,
entered
those are
this region
foes.
of space because of the attacks on our world.
Hyperspace is her domain.
Those are the baddies.
Hers alone. You will stand
Wow,
down
those are some
Who is
nice
she?
looking
and
ships.
prepare to
Who are you?
receive her wisdom.
Name yourselves.
We are her will incarnate.
You can take those. I mean, you built plenty, or those mid-sized ships are not.
All ships, engage
hard
these
to
incarnate and destroy their carrier group.
I mean, you gotta get some reinforcements.
Anti-strike craft turrets now available for research.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta get the Omega. That's Task Force Omega. You gotta get your Omega 3.
I'm gonna take care of these like ships here and clear this area. I'm just gonna take care of these because that way we can get rid of this stuff.
There's a lot of pew pew going on over there.
I just don't want. I want to take care of this problem.
Receiving.
Pew pew.
Pew 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 pew.
Target the reactor.
Yeah, I'm targeting the reactors. I'm targeting everything. I'm just like trying to kill it all.
Magnesium torpedoes engaged.
Monitor vector rating. Hold confirmed. Fire.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
Noted. Adjusting RMAX.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, I'm gonna get some ion frigates now.
Get him.
That's a lot of money.
Go for interceptor.
But they're worth it. They're worth every penny.
Well, I know we're gonna need them.
Verify device. Send message. Lead into it.
Just trying to get these ships.
Good data link. TMC.
Okay, there we go.
Corvette copies.
Come on, hit it. Okay,
You know,
there we go.
that latest emoji with me with the helmet makes me look like I'm a snowball. Is that how you call it?
Come on, get them, guys.
A new
No
class
blow.
of
There we
enemy
go.
frigate has entered the AO. Energy readings suggest an ability to engage multiple targets simultaneously. Approach with caution.
Oh, thanks.
2 data spires controlled. Only 1 remains. Ion frigate constructed. Objective complete.
Receiving. That got him.
Oh yeah, Twan should. I don't know if Twan
Engage
is
the enemy
online.
carrier group.
Twan has the pictures of his onesies. I don't have mine with me right now, so I can't model it. But it's pretty. It's really nice, and it's actually pretty cozy, pretty warm. It's definitely for the winter. We're not wearing it. It's really nice. There you go. There's Twan in his onesie.
Data spire
He's
is
so
fell under
hot right
hostile
now.
control.
That Twan.
We must
Look at
gain
that.
control of the 2 remaining data
Okay,
spires.
let's pause it.
It's fire.
Pause. We have all these other ships here that are. Wait, where's all my ion frigates? I have 1? That's not supposed to be very good. That's not going to be very helpful. Okay, well, let's not do that then. I have 3 on the way.
Direct hit. Come about new target.
Ion frigate is ready.
Come on, Robey.
There are other frigates. They seem to be doing. I see this like area of frigates seems to be doing okay.
Go for assault.
So you're the red ones, right?
No, we're the green. They're slowly taking them out, right? Oh shoot!
Ready. Set.
How many of these things are there? These guys have like 1,000 ships.
They're like weeds, man. They just keep growing and coming back.
Assigned.
You should. You know what? You have to like shut off the portal in the ring,
Set for CQB.
kill the dial.
Send message.
They're. Oh man, this is starting. Oh, those are the ion frigates. Crud. That's that multi-beam frigate. It's like crushing.
Tracking. Preset selected. Toggle on.
Focus all firepower on that ring frigate.
Target eliminated. Frigate down.
It's like slowly getting all their
Group two
things,
taking
but it's like the
losses.
multi-beam frigates are like ripping
Come
us
about
up.
new target.
Come on, guys, get them. Get it. Like, get rid of the ships. There we go. I got a couple. Let's get some of the assault
The
frigates
hostile
going here.
carrier group must be eliminated.
I think Sarah was. It's on the edge. She's biting her nails right now.
Oh, this is like right. This is like
Assault
nerve-wracking.
frigate reporting critical damage.
Come on, get it.
Direct hit. Frigate down.
Get it.
Power to thrusters. Brace for evasive.
These things take a lot of hits.
Hostile ship down. Watch the
Assault frigate ready for action.
Understood.
Okay, they're going down. Okay, they're going down. We seem to be okay. Like the ship is like freaked out now. Okay.
Update target box.
I need more. Are we out of pause? Are we out of? We need RUs and stuff like that. Okay, get over here and give me some resources.
Do something.
You know what we're out of, Robey?
What? Are we out of time?
No,
We're
we're
out
not.
of time.
I'm in the middle of this mission.
I
You gotta
know.
say, press on. You gotta save the world.
I can't even save the world. I'm gonna call
You
this one
hit
Sarah
pause,
hates
and
me.
Oh, spicy tonight. Spicy.
He's gonna save the world.
Okay, guys. Well, that is it for today's show. Yeah, there's no time and space. That is it for today's show. Huge shout out to everybody for joining us at this late hour. You guys were amazing. I hope everybody enjoyed. Everyone enjoyed that their time. Dude, it did fly by, did it not?
It did.
Like I was like, and it was intense. Like, I have armpit stains. I'm just kidding. That's not true. And now I need a croissant. But thank you so much to everybody for joining us. Super appreciate, again, Lenovo and for sponsoring and letting us show off the laptop. Obviously, for Alex joining us all the way from Intel HQ in his beautiful astronaut outfit. For Sarah joining us from the comfort of her own home, hopped up on Red Bull. You guys are absolutely amazing. Now, remember, next stream, June 4th, right, Sarah?
June 4th. I double-checked the calendar.
June 4th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Is that 9 a.m.? No, it's 8 a.m. Pacific. So really early in the morning, but 11 p.m. China Standard Time, or also till 2 a.m. We're going to be building a Be Quiet system. We're going to be talking about all of the latest news from Computex. There's going to be some cool surprises, and you can walk away with a PC as well, guys. So it should be absolutely amazing and awesome. Super appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you so much to the Homeworld, obviously to the team at Gearbox as well, for letting us have access and showing off the game and giving us the keys that we gave away to many of you. Sarah, anything else? Alex, anything else?
Anybody going to IEM Dallas, come see me at the Intel booth.
There you go. Come see Sarah in the Intel booth. Anyway, guys, that's it for us. We will see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
See you guys. Great to see you.